At the same time as yesterday's official launch of the Tesla Model 3 Standard Range and the Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus, Tesla confirmed that it would be closing the majority of its Tesla stores and galleries, moving instead to an online-only ordering process. As part of this switch, only a handful of Tesla stores and galleries will remain open around the world in very high-traffic, prestige locations where Tesla has experienced high sales. And this in turn means that the majority of Tesla retail staff will now be looking for new jobs. Following the publication of the press release detailing both vehicle launch and retail store closures, Tesla held a quick phone call with select journalists and investors, at which Tesla CEO Elon Musk also acknowledged that Tesla is unlikely to turn a profit in the first quarter of this year. And as many will know, whenever Elon Musk says anything like this, there's a flurry of coverage, both positive and negative. So, as usual, I'm going to try and tread the fine line between these two and answer the real question at hand. What's going on at Tesla? Why are the stores closing? Why is Tesla forecasting no profit in Q1 after 2 previously profitable quarters? And what does this all mean for the company moving forwards? First, let's deal with those store closures. While many people enjoy going into Tesla stores and looking at the cars, or perhaps just chatting with other people about electric vehicles, Tesla has officially stated that the politics and challenges of setting up stores have cost it a fair bit of money over the years. In states where auto dealership associations have successfully lobbied their lawmakers to actively prohibit automaker-owned sales models, Tesla has been forced to operate so-called Tesla galleries, where customers can come in and find out information on Tesla and electric cars in general, but not actually order a Tesla. That's frustrated customers in general, and Tesla points out that it's far, far easier for customers to find the information online, order their car, and then have 7 days and 1,000 miles to try their car out and return it when it arrives if they don't like it, than it would be to go to a dealership. At the same time, Tesla has said the inefficiencies of the stores and the galleries has meant that it's been harder for Tesla to bring the cost of its vehicles down. Since Tesla's goal is to accelerate the transition to renewable energy and transportation, it needs to bring those costs down in order to make electric cars that many, many more people can afford. Those inefficiencies are unfortunately people. In the age of serverless technology and low-cost hosting, it's far more efficient for Tesla to spend money improving its online presence than it is for Tesla to have brick-and-mortar stores open every single day from 9 to 5. That's because even when the store is quiet, you still have to pay staff, along with electricity and all the other things that stores eat up that you have to pay for when you operate one. Closing those stores and laying off those staff, it's implied, means that Tesla can give customers what they want, the long-awaited, affordable entry-level Model 3 Standard Range at that headline price that Tesla's promised it. In terms of staffing, Tesla does plan to hire more service personnel, a smart move because slow repair and service is an area that Tesla has neglected for a little while. And while some of the layoffs in sales will be balanced out by service hirings, it's still an overall lower cost for the company because it just has to pay for service locations rather than paying for service locations and sales locations. As for the warnings about profits, Tesla says that's because of all of the money it's been investing in production facilities, factories, and development, as well as the rather large convertible notes that are all due to be paid this month. This means that while revenue is likely to continue to rise, especially if overheads are reduced and the gross automotive margin increases, Tesla's cash flow is going to be a little more strained than it was at the end of last year. Of course, added to all of this is the uncertainty of the ongoing battle with the SEC, which, thanks to recent tweets and an interview Elon Musk gave, is back in the spotlight. The SEC is trying to have Musk held in contempt with a prior arrangement with the SEC, and Musk isn't helping by publicly dissing the SEC online. While this little spat is ongoing, it could have larger consequences on the company because the SEC may try to have Musk removed as CEO of the company. Regardless of your view on the SEC in this battle, that's going to cause some turbulence at Tesla. So, what's the long-term look like for Tesla? Long-term, things look pretty okay as far as I can tell. I'm no financial expert, but if social media is anything to go by, Tesla's already received plenty of Model 3 Standard Range sales in the last 24 hours, and it's likely to continue as all of those who've been waiting for this car confirm their orders. Long term then, I think we do not have to worry. Yes, I'm not going to lie. Personally, I think announcing the layoffs while announcing the Model 3 standard range isn't necessarily the best way that Tesla could have done this, and I'd have rather seen the two announcements somehow handled differently. And just like GM's recent cuts in its production lines, I can see Tesla's need to cut its workforce to save money. But at the same time, I can still feel empathy for those affected, and I hope you can too. Do you think the new sales model will be a boon for Tesla? Do you worry that those who are less familiar with electric cars will be put off buying one? Will people be reluctant to order, for example, if they can't do a test drive? After all, that's been part of the car buying process since the Model T. Or is Tesla mainstream and disruptive enough for folks to not worry? Let me know below. That's it. Thanks for joining me, and see you next time.